RTO Online is in New Orleans at the Rent Direct Nationwide Primetime Trade Show. We're on the floor with Ron Loftin. Ron is Chairman and CEO of Liquid Tax. Welcome, Ron.
Now we're currently in 31 states, including Alaska.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Briefly explain the Liquid Tax program to me.
Well,
as a rent-owned dealer would utilize.
Well, as far as that's concerned, what we do is we facilitate an RTO the ability to provide the same core services as some of the larger tax prep companies that most people are familiar with, like H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt.
Give me some examples of some of those services.
Well, just core tax return services, a typical 1040, and we process a lot of earned income tax credits, and whereby most of these customers are frequenting the RTO dealerships. So during this time of the year, our customers typically, if they're not going to H&R Block or Jackson Hewitt, they're coming to us, and they're usually frequenting the RTO dealers, and so we help the RTO dealers facilitate that same basic service, whereby they can help the customer file their tax return as well as print the check or receive the refund on site in as little as 24 hours.
And the system is very automated.
Yes, very user-friendly and very powerful.
Done over the net?
It's done over the internet. We have an internet-based software whereby the client, the RTO just simply faxes us the client's information to a toll-free tax number. We'll process the return and information and e-file it, and then the next day the RTO can print the check, the refund check the next day in 24 hours.
So
or
Liquid
less.
Tax does all the entry, the data entry?
We assume all the liability, we do all the data entry, and the RTO, they get to open up the Christmas present, if you will. You know, they get to print the refund check right there on the spot, and it's nice incremental revenue for the RTO dealers, and it can help also increase, it allows them to focus on their business, but at the same time help them increase potential sales or collect on rents.
And offer a valuable service to their customers.
Exactly, because during this time of year, between mid-January and mid-February, they're either going to file these taxes or getting ready to go file these taxes. So why not the RTO do it right there on the spot and take advantage of their customer foot traffic?
How much flexibility do they have in their rates that they charge?
We're a flat rate. That's what we're proud of. It's not a shell game with us. You know what you're paying when you come in, which translates into an easier sale to the client as well as for the RTO dealer. The RTO dealer is not worried or concerned about, well, this client's being charged this client's being charged this, and this client's being charged this. We're flat rate across the board, which we found to be very advantageous to the growth of our business. Just pure transparency has been a benefit for us.
Do you have any data on say an average rent-owned store might have 400 customers. Out of those customers, how many would take advantage of that refund anticipation loan product?
Well, the first year, they should look at doing possibly 25 to 35 per location, and this was with management pushing it and them really taking it by the reins and taking advantage of the situation, because in these economic times, this we feel is a recession-proof product. And so if you get the right RTO dealer and they push it, and most of them do, they'll do very well, but typically year over year they'll double their business for 4 or 5 years straight.
And what will a rent-owned dealer that would process 25, 30, 40, 50, pick a number, anticipation loans, what would a dealer net in a typical tax season?
They could make anywhere. It's a tier-based commission, and because they have no liability and we do all the processing, they make anywhere. It starts as low as $50 per return, and they can make as high as $100 per return.
You mentioned earlier, we were speaking earlier this morning that anticipation loans are now going to get larger beginning next year.
Exactly. Our average check this year was...
Will that result in higher fees?
No, our fee will always stay the same.
Really?
Our fees aren't based upon the amount of the refund or the time it takes to do it.
That differentiates, that's very different from other companies.
Exactly. We don't, you can take 5 people with the same 5 W-2s and take them to a well-known preparer, and all 5 of them will probably get charged
a different rate.
Exactly.
And one flat rate, irregardless of the size of the refund?
One flat rate. Most of our average customer is a single individual with a couple of dependents.
Require any investment by the rent-owned dealer?
Well, we have a deal with RTO dealers through RTO Direct, where we typically charge $299 a year, which includes blank check stock and all your marketing materials, posters, banners, countertop displays, window cleans. For the RTO dealers, it's $199, and then during the show, it's $159. So
how long does it take to process one
we can get an answer back in about 30 minutes.
Really, that fast?
About 30 minutes. And this allows the RTO to focus on renting the furniture.
Sure.
We do this in pawn shops, check cashers, payday advance, convenience stores, wireless cell phone prepaid stores. We even do them out of gas stations.
Ron Loftin, Chairman and CEO of Liquid Tax, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.